Yeah, hello. Some of you are on already. So we'll just start shortly. Welcome, everybody. Today we are doing a web meeting. So I am going to be able to see all of you. And we are going to be able to hear all of you. So please keep yourself on mute unless you want to speak, okay? So again, welcome everyone. We're just waiting for everybody to log in. We're on web meeting today, so we can see everybody. If you don't want to be seen, then you can lock your video and do keep yourself on mute till you have a question or you want to say something, okay? Okay, everybody is requested to keep themselves on mute.
How are you? Hi.
Hello, everyone. I can see more and more people logging in. So right now we have 18 people. So we are going to start soon. So today I put us on web meeting. So everybody can say hi, whoever is online, wave your hands. So all of us are on a web meeting. So today we can see all of you. Okay. And if you don't want to be seen, then you can put your video off. If you want to be seen, you're welcome today. Okay. And I've muted all of you. Unmute yourself only if you want to speak. Otherwise, keep yourself on mute. Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and start. Today is just informal because we're just going to clear up some of your doubts. And I'm here today. My name again is Meela. You can call me Meela ma'am. And Aryan sir is also here with me today. So both of us will answer your questions. Okay, Aryan, please go ahead and say hello to everyone. Then we'll start.
Yeah, hello everyone. It's really nice to see so many faces after so long in the lockdown.
Yeah, I guess none of us get to see people nowadays.
Yeah.
So, and all of you, I hope some of you are joining us tomorrow. We have Kunal sir here also somewhere, and he's going to be teaching you a new activity tomorrow online. Okay, so Okay, so we'll have fun tomorrow. Okay, so let me start. Did you all enjoy the session yesterday? You can all do like this if you enjoyed. Okay? Okay, yeah. Some of you know how to do a raised hand. So Pratyush did a raised hand. Okay, so now, of course, some of this is new to you, so you might have some questions. So we'll take it one by one. Okay? So some of you asked some questions already, and we still have people joining in. Okay, everybody joining in now, welcome. And specifically, I had Rita, why are you logged in twice from two different windows? Rita Swaroop.
Would like to check, Hriday Swaroop, please, you have not muted yourself right from the time you have entered. You can try muting and unmuting right now only so that you just test it. And Kaya as well.
Okay, so some of the doubts you had, I'm going to also walk you through the handout. Okay, Rita, yeah, I can see you now. Rita, do you want to mute yourself? Do you know how to mute? Okay, unless you have a question. Okay, let me answer all the questions. Some of you sent mails, some of you sent us messages. So I'll answer the questions and then you can ask any more questions if you have. Okay. And Rita, you have connected twice. Yeah. Hi, Rita.
I am connected only once.
Okay, then. Sorry, there are two Riddhas or three. So there's Hriday Singh who's connected once and Hriday Swaroop who's connected twice. Hriday Swaroop, why are you connected twice?
Tried to connect on my laptop and now I've just quit it.
Okay,
That's
so
okay.
once your laptop connects, you just keep one connection because otherwise, there are too many. It'll look like too many people. Okay, so I'm going to start. So some of you had a question. What is latitude and longitude? Okay, so who knows what is latitude and longitude by now and how to find it? Just raise your hands. Okay, so some of you have that doubt. Let me explain to you. Okay, everybody can hear me, right? Yeah. Okay, so latitude and longitude is just a location on Earth, is our location on Earth. I'm not showing you the globe right now, but some of you do geography in school, and every location on Earth, you see the lines that go like this, and some lines that go like this. What's the middle line? Anybody knows?
Equator.
Very good.
And prime meridian.
Equator.
Yeah, that's right. So the middle line is called equator, and the lines above and below the equator. And what is the crossing line called to equator? Anybody knows?
Longitude.
It's
prime meridian.
That's right. That's
Prime
exactly right, Mokshi. Yeah, I knew Mokshi would know, but yeah, all of you, some of you may know the lines that go like this are called longitude or meridian. Okay, so Kenisha had a question. How to find latitude and longitude, and I'm just going to share my screen. I hope you can see it because there's so many people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you go to the speaker view.
मम्मा को क्या देखती है वेबिनार का मतलब क्या होता है मम्मा
Would request Asmi and Hriday Swaroop to mute yourself for now. Thank you, Asmi. Hriday Swaroop as well. Thank you.
Can you see, Aryan, can you see my screen now?
It still shows it's sharing, so
Okay. See, latitude, longitude is just
yeah, it's there.
your location. Okay, the simplest way to do it is just open Google and do a Google search of latitude and longitude. Okay, somebody give on this location, Aryan, please tell me what is your location? Tell me the closest, like Janakpuri and which sector, or Uttananagar, which sector?
I'm not sure about
Okay, just tell us the office name, Janakpuri,
Janakpuri.
what?
Yeah, Janakpuri.
Sector what? Okay, so if you do this, Janakpuri, New Delhi, you just do a search. Don't do annotate, anybody, guys, don't do annotate.
Can you clear it? Those who are doing annotate. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I know you like to play with. Okay, please, nobody do annotate because I won't be able to explain. Okay, if you just type in Google, just do in Google search, type in latitude, longitude, Janakpuri I typed in. Do you see the numbers down below? 28.6 and 77.08. Just don't look at all the numbers. Just the first number, 28.6 and 77.08. So you can, that's all you need, latitude and longitude. See, you can see down below, it gives you the latitude or longitude of some other places like Vikas Puri, Dwarka, Rajouri Garden. But the only problem if you do it like this is it doesn't exactly reflect your specific house. For that, you can try it with address, or you can try it. I'm going to show you on Google Maps. Right now, I'm on just doing a Google search. Okay. Everybody saw it? These are the latitude, longitude, 28.6, 77.1. And all of us here in Delhi NCR are going to be close to this number. You're going to be 28 something and 77 something. Okay? Everybody got it?
I'm in Punjab. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then if you're in Punjab, you do Google search Punjab. And not just Punjab. What city are you? What's your colony name? What's your colony name?
Fazilka Kant. Fazilka Kant.
Okay, so you are going to look for that in Google search. Okay. Now, if you come here, now I have Google Maps. Don't do it with me. You can do it later. Please don't do this annotation. How can anybody see? Okay, don't do the scribble. I can't get rid of it. Okay. So now I put up Google Maps. All of you see a blue circle here in the middle. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so all of you will see your location because we all have GPS. It will be marked, exactly your house will be marked by a location. So all you do is click on this location. See, when you click, it will give you the address. And again, it gives you the exact location of your house, 28.5 and 77.18. So this is what you will enter as your latitude and longitude. Now, everybody clear on this? How to find latitude and longitude? It's not latitude and longitude is not where you see the constellation. It's not a location in the sky. It's the location on ground of where you live. Okay? So it's nothing to do with astronomy. It's just your address on Earth. Remember, you're all a little bit above. Delhi is a little bit above the equator. Equator is 0 degrees. Delhi NCR is 28 degrees. So all of you, some of you are even here from Bangalore and all. So you might have different ones, but this is how you find out. Okay. Everybody got how to find latitude, longitude? Any doubts? Any doubts? Then let me know in the chat.
No, ma'am. No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, I can. I'll disable annotate. So Sia says she cannot hear the sound. Sia, can you hear the sound now? So Sia, you may not be correctly connected with your audio may not be correctly connected. So Kanisha, you're clear now with latitude, longitude? Okay, let me see if I can disable everybody's annotate.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, yesterday I was able to locate Orion with my naked eyes, not with the app. I was just locating the stars.
इसने हमें म्यूट किया है
Okay. Good.
Most of the stars were visible in my area.
That's
Okay, very
great.
good. So then Aryan will help you a little more today on how to do it. Okay, so everybody on mute. I'm going to mute you all again. Okay, and then we'll take.
मेरे पेपर बनने लग गए हैं सेक्शन
Yeah, who has a? So everybody clear on latitude, longitude, right? So,
your audio is not working
whose audio?
for me
But you are able to. I can hear you. You can't hear me. Ishan, you are not able to hear me. Ishan. Okay, I'm going ahead because Ishan, just type in if you can't hear, but I could hear you. So what, I don't know what you mean by audio is not working.
Ma'am, I
Okay,
have a
so,
question.
yeah, go ahead. Who's asking the question?
Ma'am, Kanisha.
Okay, go ahead, Kanisha.
Ma'am, yesterday we were used to find Orion. So today also we have to do the same activity.
You have to find Orion, but did you mark? Did you compare to the magnitude map and mark it? Kanisha?
Yes, ma'am. It was magnitude 3.
Okay, then you just report it. Okay, do you know how to report it? Okay,
Yes.
so Sony
What do
just,
we need to do today?
okay guys, so far I'll tell you what to do. Okay, Sony, so far I've just told people how to find latitude and longitude. Okay, so I think most of you know how to do that. What I'm going to do is walk you through the document again, because many people requested that, and then we'll discuss the steps again and take your questions. Okay, so let me do the document again. Okay, everybody on mute, please. Okay, everybody on mute and don't annotate. Just a minute, I'm just getting my document ready for sharing. Okay, so some of you had the question that what should you do with your, if you, okay, we'll just walk through all the steps again, okay?
Ma'am, I want to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead, ask.
Ma'am, yesterday, ma'am, I saw Orion, but in Orion, one star on the app.
Everybody else, mute yourself, please. Mute yourself so I can only hear this kid. Yeah.
Ma'am, yesterday I saw Orion.
Yeah.
Ma'am, and there was something called the ninth planet. Ma'am, what
Okay,
is
so
that?
Okay, so that we'll come back to it. Aryan, you take that question at the end, okay?
Sorry.
Okay, so we'll keep that question to the end. Now, everybody mute yourself. I'm just going to walk you through this document because a lot of people requested that I walk you through all the steps. Okay, so this is the handout that you have all got. I hope you've all got it now. Okay, so what does it say? It says the materials needed are the globe at night handout. This is the handout. You have the comparison magnitude charts in this document. You're going to be reporting through a link. There are a reporting sheet in this document, but you're going to be reporting through the link. And why we are doing that is just put yourself on mute. Then if people around you are speaking, it's fine. Put yourself on mute. You just ask the question. I don't just put yourself on mute. Okay, so so remember what are the steps? First thing is you have to find latitude, longitude. Now everybody knows how to find latitude and longitude. That's your first step. Okay, hopefully everybody knows. Okay.
Yes.
Now second step is, okay, Sony has a question in chat. Aryan, just check the chat.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay, Sia and see my voice is echoing today because a lot of people are online and some people are not muted. So, you know, but I chose to do web meeting today so that we can see everybody's face. Okay. So, Pratyush, great. You reported and you do it every day. Sia, Aryan, see her question. Reply to that later. Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead. So what do you do? There are the magnitude charts we have given you.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the magnitude charts. And again, just a few people still asked what is magnitude chart. So I think most of you have got it. Did most of you get it? Okay, so I'll just say, what does magnitude chart mean? It means brightness. Okay, so most of you have got what is magnitude, but again, let me explain it. Magnitude means brightness. This chart is a little confusing because, you know, it's brightness and it's negative and all this is there. So let me explain to you once. Orion, the first chart here is magnitude below 1. So let's start with the magnitude 1. Magnitude 1 means the light pollution is very high. Because it's very high, you see only the brightest stars which are at magnitude 1. Now remember, magnitude is a reverse scale. So anything that's very bright in a constellation is 0 or 1. Anything that's very dim is 5 or 6. Okay, so it goes opposite to how you think of numbers. So magnitude 1 means that your sky is very bright and you could only see the brightest stars, which in Orion is Betelgeuse. Going down, it's Rigel. And the brightest star in the sky you can see close to Orion is Sirius. Now, if you go to magnitude 2 chart, you see a few more stars, which are a little fainter than Betelgeuse. And so you start seeing the belt of Orion. The belt has 3 stars. If you go to magnitude 3, and like Mokshi said, I think she said that most of us, we can see magnitude 3 or 4 usually. So that's when you see Orion's belt very clearly. And of course, any of us who observe know that it is the belt we use to look up in the sky and quickly identify Orion. And another way to identify it is Sirius, which is very close by and very bright. Okay, so now if you have very less light pollution, then you see a little more. I don't know if any of us are at these charts 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 4. But if you have very less light pollution, then you see very faint stars. And faint stars, remember, is magnitude 5 and magnitude 6. Of course, you still see the bright ones also. You still see the brightest ones, but magnitude chart compares what is the faintest you see. Okay, guys, no annotation. I know webinars are fun because you can do all this kind of stuff, right? Okay, and then next we have in the handout are the magnitude charts for Leo. Okay, so for the seniors who are class 7th and above, last night was meant for you to just find Orion and just find Leo also maybe. Now today you report Orion, tomorrow also you report Orion, and then for the next 2 days, that's 18th and 19th, you report Leo, what you see, okay? That way you have 2 days of Orion reporting and 2 days of Leo.
प्रोजेक्ट पहले दिन ही खराब करता तुसी क्या मतलब कुछ भी आज
Okay,
पहले करेंगे कल दा पहले बताया
guys, you're not on mute. I can hear you speak. Okay, who's speaking? Are you speaking to your mother or to me? Okay, so going down in this document, you also have a nice way of finding Orion, the brightest stars. It's also a coloring page. You can color it if you want. And it also says, Aryan has written that you can, what is the timing you can see it and which direction. Okay, so if you still didn't see it yesterday, you try to see it today. And we have an observing sheet here that you're not using, but we've told you through this, the magnitude charts are here. So try to compare to these charts. Then there are a couple of things, ignore those points. So in the top, you have month and day and observation time, latitude and longitude, and a comment like, is there a street light and cloud cover at the below. Here there are 2 lines that said, what is the reading on the sky quality meter? You ignore that point, okay? And you're not using this to report. You're using another thing that I'm just going to show you. Okay, so this is the Leo reporting. So now I'm going to stop this and I'm going to share something else, how to report. So some of you have reported already. Who has reported? You raise your hands. You can raise your hand through the Zoom tool, okay? Okay, only Mithul has reported and Raghav. So we have, so a lot of you should start reporting tonight, okay? Somanshu has reported. Anybody else? Hriday Singh has reported. Okay, so now I'm going to share my last screen that will give you the reporting. This link, you'll find this link on the handout itself, okay? Okay, so some of you may have seen this link now. Okay, so what happens on this link? We've given you this way of reporting because, like I said, we don't know if you'll be able to scan and send it, your paper, with your paper to us. Okay, so just report here. Ishan, please don't scroll on the system. I know you're all excited about using webinar. Are you all doing webinars? Are you all doing Zoom in schools, or what are you using? Any other tool? I think most of you are.
only ma'am Zoom only. Ma'am, I am doing online classes on Zoom.
Zoom. I'm Zoom.
Okay. Okay, great. So, okay, now put your mutes on again, because as you know, in Zoom, the polite manners is to keep yourself on mute so that everybody can listen. But you can't annotate, although it's fun, because then how will people see what's going on? Okay, so already we have I am Ishan written on there. No, at least I think I have the power. Okay, so somebody told me to block everybody's annotate. Okay, anyway, So now we'll go here. So this is we have Globe at Night by STEM&Space, and this is the email address. Okay, so first you have to type in your email address, then you have to type in your name, then your class.
Can I lower my hand?
Yeah, please lower your hand. Okay, if you have a raised hand, what you can do is ask your question in the chat, and I will ask everybody questions later, okay? So I'm just telling you now how to report. So you type in your class, then type in month for everybody. Month is April only. Type in date, because many of you are going to reply 4 times, 4 dates. Some of you will report 5 times. So just every night when you're reporting, you type in the date, okay? And then type in the year. Of course, we're all in 2020. Type in the observing time, then the country. And how do you type in the latitude? Somebody had a question on this. The easiest thing is to do it the way I showed you on Google Maps, which is just 28.7. Okay, just 28.7. And you have to say north, because there are people in the south also who have the same latitude. Shantanu, you can't request control of my screen, right? Okay, so 28.7 degree north. Okay, this is how you write it. And somebody asked what is degree, minutes, seconds. See, you can also, latitude is in degrees. Everybody knows what's degree in a circle. How many degrees does a circle have? Anybody knows? 360. 360 degrees. So as you know, latitude is a circle. Latitude is a circle, so is longitude a circle. So you can have it in degrees. It means 28 degrees, and the fraction of the degree is called minutes, and the fraction of the minutes is called seconds. That's a strange number, because minutes and second is of an hour. But as you know, even hour on a clock is a circle. So that's how it connects. So you can write 28 degrees, 15 minutes, but most of you won't have the answer like that. You will have 28.2 north. This is what you have to write. And in longitude, you have to write 77.02. Again, you have to write east or west, okay? So comment, you can write that there's a street lamp or that it was dark. It's not, it's an optional point. Okay, you can go down and say which constellation you observed, and then you match it to magnitude 3 or whatever you see, and then do you see any clouds? And then you can just submit, okay? You can do a submit, okay? And if there's any field you haven't addressed, it will just tell you to go ahead and fill the fields. Anybody, any questions on this form? On filling the form?
Ma'am,
yeah.
ma'am, you have said that in the comment, it's optional that we have to write or not write.
Right.
So, ma'am, then you are saying that if you have not filled anything.
No. Let me rephrase that. Thanks for pointing it out. You know how these forms work? There's a star. Do you see this little star? The star means that those fields have to be filled. If there's no star, then it doesn't have to be filled, and it will let you submit. Okay, so that's what it means. So I think that's clear. So I'm going to stop sharing. Charvi, do you have a question?
Ma'am, I also have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. So anybody who's asking questions about Orion and Leo, we'll come back. Okay. Aryan is going to explain. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Ma'am?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, how will I find my magnitude?
Okay, how will you find the magnitude? You will go out, you will look at Orion. So Charvi, I hope I've answered your question. that the latitude and longitude, you don't add minutes and seconds, just do it in decimal, okay? 28.7 knot, that's fine. Okay, how do you find magnitude? I just showed you the chart. It's in your handbook. You go and look at Orion, then come back inside, then again go out and see which one does it look like. You've got 7 charts, and there's one that says no stars visible. So look at your chart and see which one it's closest to. Okay, that's how you report it. It's a matching. It's what you see in the sky, you match it to what the magnitude chart. This is how we'll find out who has more light pollution and who has less light pollution. And that's why we ask for your latitude, longitude, because we will know which locations have more light pollution and which locations have less light pollution.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, may I ask a question, ma'am? I saw the Orion, and in the Orion, like when I saw the magnitude chart, it was more than 3 but not 4. So I should write 3 or 4.
You can just write 3. Okay.
Ma'am, yesterday we could not see any stars from the Orion, but we could see 3 or 4 stars. What should we mark? No stars or magnitude 1?
No, you could see 3, 4 stars outside Orion, or like
Outside Orion. We did not see Orion.
Outside Orion, I could also not see Orion.
okay. Then again, you'll have to see Orion, and if you can't see it, then I'll have to give you some other alternative. So
It was very cloudy. The sky was very cloudy yesterday.
yeah, it was. So then you
see through skywalk.
okay. In which case, you should just write that no stars visible. Okay.
Ma'am?
And the other, there's another option that says no view visible. That means that if your balcony faces a direction from which you can't see because you don't have control, then you write no view visible. Okay.
Ma'am, I
So,
saw from the naked eye.
okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to let Aryan answer
Ma'am,
some of the questions. Yeah, go ahead.
ma'am, how will I use the app Starwalk?
Okay, Aryan, you go ahead and take some of these questions now.
Thank you, ma'am. So everyone, let's understand first how to spot these constellations. Then I'll take your queries. All right. And for that time, I request everyone to be on mute. Like we generally have classes, we set some rules. Here also it's needed. Like I can see a few of you are annotating, and many of you have continuously kept you muting throughout. Okay, so please be on mute. When you have questions, let me finish the explanations first, and then I'll take your queries. Fine? Okay, so let's be on mute, everyone, for now. I'm muting everyone one by one.
No, I'll mute everybody. Okay.
All right, so I'll start sharing my screen.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, most of the kids are saying that the Orion was not visible, and the sky was cloudy, but I live in Pashchim Vihar, Delhi, so the sky was not at all cloudy and the Orion was visible like very nicely.
Okay, so Aryan will give another view. Thanks, Kanisha, for observing it. But Aryan will again help the kids understand. Okay, and Aryan, please tell them how to use that app also if they could not find it.
Yeah, sure. I just request to whoever is doing this naughty activity to stop annotating on the screen, please, because while I'm
Okay, so right now I've muted everyone, so except Aryan. So please do type in, okay, your comments or questions, and I'll unmute you again later after Aryan is done speaking. And please do not annotate, and let me find out how to manage the annotations.
All right, so let's begin. Whatever Mila ma'am has explained you right now, it was about light pollution, and in light pollution, how many stars you see in a particular constellation. And basically the constellation that's our target is Leo and Orion. All right. Sorry for the distraction actually, because I was clearing the annotate again. Whoever is doing this, please stop. Great.
So Aryan, are you able to disconnect everybody's annotate? I'm not able to see where to go.
Well, I can only clear it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so let's not get distracted by whoever is doing all these actions. Let's focus on our learning part. All right, so basically again, I'm using Stellarium. First, I'll explain it with Stellarium, and then I'll move ahead with how you can use it with your mobile phone. So in Stellarium, you have to go ahead with, Mila ma'am, I would request you to just clear it when it comes while I'm explaining.
Right.
All right, so first of all, you see, I have set the date and time to today. All right, I'll just show you it. Yeah, so we are on Earth in New Delhi, and the time I'll show you from here, 16th of April, and the time is 17 right now. So I'll make it like 8 p.m. at night because that's a good time. So I've set it. Let me share my screen once again. I don't know how it exists.
I think I did something.
Yeah, it's fine. So it's 8 at night. And one question I saw that somebody has got east-faced balcony and cannot spot Orion. So yes, I must tell you, Orion is actually a winter constellation. So you can only see it in the eastern part during winter seasons. So right now, as we know, it's summer. So you will see it like right after the sunset in the west part of the sky, and it will be about to set. Like by the end of the March, you may be able to see. By the next month, it might not be even visible. All right. So it can only be seen in the west. And those who have spotted in the night sky, it must be very easy for those students to look at like over here, right? It's right over here. It's so easy. So those who would like to spot it tonight, in case you missed it yesterday, all you need to do is look to in the west part of the sky. Like you can see, it's in the west southwest area. Okay. Now again, how to spot it? You have to look for the 3 belt stars. First of all, I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so this is the structure of Orion, the hunter. Okay, above the belt part is this, and below belt part is this. Okay, so the 2 stars, Betelgeuse and Bellatrix, are the shoulder stars. Okay, and the another 2 stars, Rigel, which is the brightest star of Orion, and this one is Saiph, the brightest star. Okay, now this is too much of annotation.
Okay, I'll clear it.
Yeah, thank you. So, and below the Orion belt is Rigel, the brightest star. And trust me, this is very clearly visible when you will observe. Okay, this Rigel, this Betelgeuse, and the belt stars. Maybe Bellatrix seems a little faint. And
so Aryan, can you take off the lines so it'll be the way they'll see it?
Yeah,
actually?
Yeah. I'll just show them. I was just explaining the structure. Okay, so this is the structure that you have to form. Now I'll remove it, and you try to imagine on your own. Okay, so if you're listening to me, you're able to imagine that this area is of Orion constellation. Okay, this is below the belt area and above the belt area. Okay, and this is the red dot. Try to spot this star also. It's very interesting.
Aryan? Okay, so I think Aryan has temporarily okay, so I think Aryan's screen froze. So let me see how I can get out of that. Okay, so okay, so who all were able to see Orion yesterday? Okay, so did you get from Aryan's? Did you get? Okay, so basically you have to look for those 3 little stars, which are the belt stars. So good. You could also, some of you could see it. And Aryan, you're back online.
Sorry, I just got disconnected. I don't know how. So I'll share the screen once again. Okay, so back to it. So I have told you the one way, that is 3 stars, that is in the belt. The second way is using Venus, which is the brightest visible planet. You can see Venus. Okay, and the brightest star in the night sky, that is Sirius. So go outside, look towards the west part of the sky. You'll be easily able to spot Venus and Sirius. It's the only two brightest object in the area. Venus will shine like just like a CFL bulb right next to your neighborhood. So it will be that bright. So it will be clearly visible, Venus, and then you can spot Sirius right next to it. Okay. Now, once you have spotted these two bright celestial bodies, all you need to scan is between those two celestial bodies. Okay, and that's how you will start spotting some of the stars of Orion in case there is too much of light pollution in your area. So I'll show you what happens in case of a lot of light pollution. So I'm just going to increase the light pollution level. Okay. So I'm increasing the light pollution, and you can see already the number of stars have decreased. Okay. Now I'm increasing it more. Now you see even the belt stars has grown very weak, very faint. So the third star of the belt, that is Mintaka, has got very high magnitude as compared to Al-Nilam and Al-Nitak. So maybe you see 2 belt stars at a time. Okay, and then when you have even found the 2 belt stars, you can spot Rigel and Betelgeuse after that. Okay, so that's what happens in case of light pollution. Okay, now once I'll decrease it. So,
but I think they have to start observing before 8. Is that right? By 8:30 it goes down.
yeah,
It might
so
be too low for them to see because it's too
exactly
close to the horizon and there are buildings and all. They're not in open spaces. So
yeah, so I'll show you the time as well over here. Like I told you, 8 was the best time even yesterday. So I'll keep on increasing the time. We just see how it is going down and what time will it set. Okay, so it's 8:30 now, and you see it's already like near the horizon area. So make sure you are not late, too late. Okay, so 8:30 should be the max target for you tonight. Okay, so I'll tell you the exact time it sets. So as I'm increasing, you see now by 9, Rigel is already at very close to horizon. Okay, now the belt stars are close to horizon.
So that's too late.
Yeah, so make sure you don't go like around 9 or 10. It will be gone. You won't be able to see even the star which is still there, and it will become very difficult to know that even this is the part of Orion constellation. Okay, so again 8 to 8:30, I would say.
Aryan, just go back up and see what time. Take it back up because even this is too late.
Yeah. So that is why I said 8:30 till 8:30 max is the good time, everyone. So I would suggest right after the sunset, if you it's just a little dark, you just go and spot it out. Okay, don't be too late for it. And max to max 8:30, you put that as an option. So right now I'll stop here and ask to you all that I hope you have no confusion in spotting Orion now. Anyone who has a confusion can raise hand.
So Anirudh, what is the doubt you had? I unmuted you. Just tell me.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, yesterday when I saw Orion using the Stargo app, there was something called the ninth planet. What was that?
So I'm not sure. I couldn't hear you, Anirudh. Could you just type your message? Not just to me privately, but to everyone. Just select the option that says to everyone and put it in the chat, and then we'll pick it up. Okay.
Yeah, till that time, anyone else who still has problem in spotting Orion, can let me know. Pratyush, you are unmuted. Do you have a question?
No.
All right. Sia Gupta. Sia,
Okay, so a
Have a
couple of them want
Yes,
to
sir.
see it in the app. So Mokshi, yeah, if it was cloudy, you just reported saying it was cloudy. So Aryan, will you be able to show the app? That might be fun.
Yeah, sure. Right after the another constellation, I'll show
Right.
that.
And Tanay, can you just chat your question also, your point?
All right, so I'm moving to the another constellation, that is Leo. Now, for Leo, you need to look in the eastern part of the sky right after the sunset. That's the time you can easily spot it. I'd request everyone to mute yourself in case you are yet unmuted. Okay, so now to spot Leo, first of all, you should know how Leo actually appears in the night sky. What's the shape? What stars you need to join to form the shape? Okay, so I have been in the night sky for very long, so I can easily know this is the entire Leo constellation right over here. Now, how do I find it? I'll just show you without the patterns first, so that you also get to that imagination level. I yesterday told you to spot Orion, you need to first look for a sickle shape. Sickle basically means a curved blade. Right over here, if you join these stars, it will show you a curved blade, okay? And now this is the handle of that blade, or imagine it like a hook. I hope you are able to imagine it now. So this is that sickle. And the handle of the sickle has got the brightest star from Leo constellation, that is Regulus. Okay, so in this constellation, if you're not able to see anything, at least Regulus is there, which will help you out. So Regulus, once you have spotted this part, you can easily know this is the body part and this is the tail part. Okay, I'll join and show it to you. Now I hope you can imagine. I said it's a stick figure, basically, because you join the dots. Yeah, Anirudh, go ahead. Sorry, we can't hear you. Mila ma'am, can you hear him?
I muted him. So please just write your question, okay?
Okay. So here you can see the shape of the Leo. Okay. Now what time to see and what happens with changes in the light
So
pollution?
Harshita asked what to mark the magnitude of constellation when some part was cloudy, other stars were visible. So it's okay. You just wait for the next day, or you can just say that whatever you think it was, like 3. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So basically to spot Leo, you need to look in the eastern part of the sky basically. And to spot it, you need 2 constellations. Again, I'll tell you 2 methods to find it. So the first method, you will need 2 constellations. One is Virgo, which is right over here. And the another one is Buddhis. Okay. Now in Buddhis constellation, you have a very bright star, which is again easily visible in the night sky. That is Arcturus. Okay. And in the constellation Virgo is a bright star named Spica. Okay. So these 2 are again very easily visible in the eastern part of the sky. You can see the other stars. They are not too bright as compared to these 2 stars in that area. So whatever you find the brightest are these 2. Now what you have to do, again, imagine join these 2 dots. That means try to join them with an imaginary line. Now you have got one part, one straight line, and we have to make this a triangle. So how to make a triangle? You will have to stretch this line till here, okay? That is to Regulus, the brightest star from Leo, the 3rd bright star that you will see in the eastern part of the sky. So this will form a triangle, okay? So once you have found this triangle, you have already found Regulus, and once you have spotted Regulus, you can start seeing the nearby stars and note down how many stars you have seen and write down in your magnitude chart. Okay, so this was the one way to spot it using 2 constellations, Virgo and Buddhis. Now moving ahead with the second way of finding Leo constellation, that is using the very famous pattern Big Dipper. Okay, I'm just moving it a little so that you all can see. All right, so Big Dipper is very easily recognizable with the 7 stars. Okay, 7 stars. We also call it in Hindi like Saptarishi. The 7 stars are together, which forms a dipper shape. So here you see is the dipper. Okay, if you count the stars.
Who is still annotating? I'm keeping on clearing. Please don't mark on the sheet, anyone, okay? At all. I'm keeping on the, see, I'm not able to stop the option of everybody sharing because Aryan himself is sharing. And right now, he's also a participant. So please do not annotate them. How will you see what he's sharing? Okay, so please keep to the proper manners. Okay, go
All
ahead.
right. Yeah. So here is the 7th star, which forms the dipper. You can even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, and this is again a combination of bright stars, which has lower magnitude. So you can easily spot this. Now, once you have spotted the Big Dipper, all you have to look to is towards the dip portion. This is the dip portion. It's like a spoon, right? So in a spoon has got a depression or a dip. So this is that depression part. So right below that is your Leo constellation. Okay, right below this, whichever constellation you see is bright enough and visible, that's Leo. You won't be able to see any other constellation below this. Okay, so that's the second way to spot Leo constellation. Now coming to the time part, what time should you see? So right now it's in the east part of the sky, and the time is 7:38 right now over here. So I'll keep increasing. So, just clearing it one thing, those who have got eastern faced balconies can go around 7:30. You see, it's already in the sky that time. Okay, so try spotting by that time. And again, one thing that is going to help you to spot Leo is dark adaptation. In case you have not heard of this word, I'll just explain you. Like even right now, when you go a little outside and face a lot of sunlight and enter inside, you're not able to see everything like for a few seconds or for some time, right? So what happens is your eyes are not adapted to the dark, and it takes time in adjusting. So please off the lights, and even you can close your eyes and make a countdown from 50 to 1, and then go outside and observe Leo, because it might look like again the lion in a real jungle who is hiding. So try dark adaptation while looking for this constellation. So yeah, so those who have got east face balconies can go by 7:30 or 8 till 8. Now I'll increase the time so that we see. Just a minute. Okay, so Leo is right over here, and now this is the zenith point, the center of this circle that you're watching. This is the zenith point. Let's see at what time it reaches there. Okay, so it's moving towards the zenith, and by 8, it's almost going to the zenith, and by 8:30, it's again close to that point. Okay, so those who have got central open areas can easily spot it like by 9 p.m. Okay, so make sure you observe it by that time, and it will still be in that area like till 10, I guess, because I'm increasing time and it's still in that area. Yeah, so even at 10 p.m. you can spot it, those who have got central faced open space. And after that, those who have got west face balconies can start their observation. As you can see, the Leo constellation is moving towards the west now, right? So I'm increasing the time, and it will keep moving towards the horizon. Again, make sure you are not too late, that if it's close enough to horizon, you might not be able to observe it. Okay, so I'll simply go ahead with hours. So this is.
Yeah, I think Aryan, that's enough for this. You just tell them how they do it in the app, because this this might be too much detail.
Yeah, so make sure you observe it before 1 p.m. All right. So I'll just tell you how to spot it using mobile phones. So I hope many of you might have already installed several apps. Mila ma'am, can you just confirm? You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So what I'm doing is I'm just mirroring my mobile with PC so that you all can see my mobile screen and understand how the app works. All right, so I hope you all can see my mobile screen now. So I basically have got 3 apps. One is Sky Safari that you can see over here. Another one is Stellarium, and the third one is Sky Map. Okay, so I mostly prefer Stellarium because it has got some, nice features. I'll just show you. Like,
yeah, but let's not do Stellarium. You've already shown them, so it's a paid one. So let's show them one of the other ones.
another one. All right, okay. But just showing once, those who have got Stellarium already, you can see this icon over here. Click on that, and here you see a mobile sign and 2 arrows that shows you can orient it. So like if I move it in any direction, I can see what's the constellation in which direction. Okay, that's the way to use Stellarium in mobile phones. Now I'll exit from this app, showing you Sky Safari now, the second app. Yeah, so this is Sky Safari. Now to use Sky Safari, again, don't go for Cosmos, that's paid thing. So in case you want to spot Leo or Orion easily using mobile app, you can see a compass sign over here, okay? So just all you need to do is click on the compass. Again, you see the orientation is on. You can keep on moving your mobile phone and it will show you whatever constellation you want to see. Like I've just spotted in the northeast area, the Big Dipper, right? The Big Dipper is right over here. So you need to, be creative and try to join these patterns and watch all the constellations. Okay, so Leo is not in the sky right now since, let me just check once. Ursa Major is right here. Leo might be right back to me. Yeah, so Leo is right over here. You see the Dipper part is here, and in the towards the depression part is the Leo, the lion right over here. All right, so this is the way you can spot it using your mobile phones. Just orient it to the directions, at least what I've told, and you'll be able to find the constellations. And sun is setting right over here, so Orion has to be here. Yeah, right over here you can see Orion. As I said, this is a winter constellation, so it will set very fast. So spot it right after the sunset. You see sun.
Aryan, can you do red light on this app? Some of them have a night viewing option.
Yeah, I've
so
just done it.
It's like just like that. That's what we mean by red light. Okay, some kids are asking, what do we mean by red light? See, if you have other color lights, then it disturbs your viewing. So astronomers have to use this red light option where you can see what's on the screen, but it won't disturb your view of the sky. So many of them have that option.
Yeah, right. So as I said you about dark adaptation, actually dark adaptation is hampered by your mobile phone lights as well. So that is why the Sky Safari app has one thing good, that in the night mode you can see the screen in red. Red affects the least, okay? So that your dark adaptation is not eaten away and you can have a good view of even faint stars. So that's the best way to observe it in case you are not able to spot it using the method I told you. All right. So I'll just show you the third app. I don't use it much. That's Sky Map.
I think that may be fine. They can, as long as they see one app, that might be fine. So Aryan, just let's take the last questions. So one of them said, I saw something fall from the sky like a star. So that is not a star. That might be, a meteor.
Meteor.
Yeah. So that's probably a stray meteor. At some times of the year, you see a lot of meteors, and those are called meteor showers. Right now, that might have been a stray meteor. So red light. I hope, Harshita, we answered your question. You do not really require a red light. The reason we've written that is if you have a red flashlight, or if you use the red night option on these apps, then it won't disturb your view of what you're seeing. Otherwise, it might might be too bright. Okay, Sia Gupta says, I could see 2 stars, but with Star Walk, it was a very weird star name that was detected by the app. Do you see his question? I'm not sure what is that. Somebody said there was Sirius and Venus. Sirius and Venus are the brightest things in the sky right now. Okay, so Tanay, if you could not see Orion with naked eye, but you could see it using the app, it doesn't really count. The app is just to help you find out where the constellation is, but you have to see it naked eye. Okay, that's it. So anybody else? Tanay, should I do the noting? I'm not sure what you mean. So Anya, Aryan, somebody says they saw planet 9.
I'm not able to.
Even I'm not able to understand. There is a planet. What did you see it on the app?
Planet Night or
Planet 9, the number 9. You know about Planet 9, right? But Planet 9 shouldn't show up in the app.
Maybe it's a dwarf planet, like we give numberings to them and the app shows everything when you see it with naming, so it might be that.
Okay, Tanay, it won't count if you see it with the app. You have to see it with your naked eyes, because that's how we evaluate what is light pollution in your area, because everybody can see it with the app. Okay. Okay, so you spotted Leo with Regulus and just two, 3 more stars. So you might be just at magnitude 2 or something. Okay, just mark 2. Okay, so now I think that's it. That was, just go ahead and play. The whole goal of this project is for you to understand how the night sky looks and get able to recognize a couple of prominent constellations like Orion. So it's great that all of you have started going out and trying to find, hopefully, even if you give us one reading on any of the nights, it's fine. Take your time, enjoy, try to find Orion, try to find Leo. And meanwhile, you are learning about other things like Sirius or where is Venus, how to use the apps. So, so that's great. Somebody has a question, Aryan. I have a balcony.
Yeah.
This is southwest and west facing. When to see Leo?
So I would say you go like at 1 a.m.
No, I'm not sure they can go at 1, but that's what you advise. Only if they are staying up that late they can go, but most of the younger kids cannot be. We cannot give that advice.
Yeah.
So then he cannot see it.
So check for Orion in that case, I would say, because Leo comes at that time towards the west.
Right. Okay, so what if it's the same magnitude every day? That's okay. Report the same magnitude, and it probably will be. So, so he's got a good point. The reason we do observe on 5 nights in a row is it's not during lockdown. See, if it's 5 nights in a row, I would say today you do it from your house. Tomorrow you drive out 1 kilometer away. Day after you drive out some other direction. So then we get readings from different places. But now in lockdown, you have to keep doing it from the same location. So probably you just repeat it, even if you see the same magnitude. Okay, so what doubt did you have, Advay? Please just type it in again. I missed the doubt. Turvy, street lamp. It will affect a lot. And so please write that in the comment that there is a street lamp. Okay, so I don't, Advay, do you want to type in your doubt again, or I'm going to unmute you? Yeah, Advay, do you want to just tell us your doubt?
Yes, ma'am. I know another app like Starwalk and Skyview. It is called Star Tracker. In that also, you just have to.
Yeah. There are many. Thanks for pointing it out. There are many apps. I myself have about 5 apps set on my phone. So yeah, many apps will tell you how to do it. So you can use any app that's working for you. There's no specific app. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
For this project, there is no other webinar. You just send your data, and at the end of it, we will send you certificates. Okay. If we get even 1 day of data from you, then we will send you a certificate. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and ask your question. Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, how should we use the app Starbucks?
He just showed you, right? Aryan sir just showed you. You put your app on, and then you go out, and even you can try it, and you put on the thing that says compass or GPS, and then as you hold it up like this, whichever star you're pointing to, it will give you the name. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Thank you, ma'am.
the only reason we told you to do that is if you're not able to find Orion, then it's a good way to do it. And anyway, the apps are fun because you can recognize all kinds of objects using the help of it. Okay, today we are not, I know you're all enjoying the quiz Kahoot, but today we're not doing it because today is not a real webinar, it's just an extra practice session we are doing, okay? So not everybody's there today. Tomorrow we will be doing a fun activity, we'll be making something, and we'll be doing Kahoot. So if you've not registered, do register for tomorrow. Anya had a question. Yeah, just Anya, cloudiness is part of the comment. So you just write saying cloudy, and then you just guess and report what you think it was. Okay. To be adapted to dark skies, do we need any precautions? All you need, you can't take precautions. All you can do, like Aryan said, is you can go out and adjust your eyes for 10 minutes before you start looking at Orion, okay? Because if you stand out for 10 minutes, you'll see that you start seeing more stars, okay? So I think we have most of the questions. It's not a formal exam or something, so you just report what you think you see. I think all of you have kind of got it. Charvi, yeah, let's take that as the last question, and then we close this meeting for today. Can you type your question, Charvi? Let me see if I can find you.
It's Charvi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's unmuted.
She's not.
Sure.
Okay, Charvi, you're unmuted now. Is there any way you can stop the light from affecting your view? Depends. If you have street lights or light from, if it's light from your house, you can switch off the lights before you're observing. But if there's street lights, then you can't. That's part of the light pollution that we're counting. Okay, street light, yeah, that's part of the light pollution. We want to know that you have a light there, and that is affecting light pollution, okay? So that is a reading we want, and you please write that there is a street light, okay? So thanks everyone for joining us today. I hope you're able to complete the project. And some of you asked for the asteroid search campaign. I think we've kept it that you have to be at least in class 6 and above. So for the younger ones, it's a little too technical, so you can join us in later years, okay? So thanks everyone for joining, and I'm going to end the meeting now. So, okay, Anya has a question. What is Anya's question? We were able to observe 2 or 3 stars instead of the constellation. So then just, could you not match it to any of the magnitude charts? If it's 2 or 3, then it might be just magnitude 2 or so. Okay, so then just write magnitude 2 or magnitude 1 even. Okay.
Asmi has been raising hand. Asmi, I'm unmuting you. You can unmute yourself and ask your question. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, which are the 2 apps you said?
Okay, there are multiple apps that you can go, not just 2, like Stellarium, Sky Safari. Sky Safari I will recommend after Stellarium, and several more like Sky View, Star Tracker. So you can opt for anyone. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I hope you're clear. Welcome. All right.
Okay, so with that, I think we've got everybody's questions. So, so we'll end with that. Good luck, everyone. Nice to see all the faces today. And Hriday Singh has found a nice background app. But okay, everyone, bye. Bye. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow again. Bye.